Welcome back to Jack of Some Trades. In this video, I make a fishing lure stand for this little fishing lure that my girlfriend gave me as a gift. My original solution was this cardboard thing, which just wasn't going to cut it. So I drew up a design that I thought would be fitting and decided to make a legit one. I used some 1/4-inch poplar and walnut hobby board from Home Depot, which cost me like $6 total. I cut out the dark pieces from the drawing so I could glue them onto the walnut. This is why I made 3 copies of the drawing, so I could cut them up however I wanted. I measured the design that I drew up and it came out to 7 inches, which is the length that I cut my walnut and poplar. I used the table saw to cut a 1/4-inch sliver from the walnut, which will resemble a lateral line on the fish. Then I set my fence to 1 3/4 inches to cut the 3.5-inch poplar board down the middle. Then I glued the 2 pieces of poplar together with the walnut in the middle. Then I glued the full fish design onto the main piece of wood. I used the drill press to cut holes for the scroll saw blade to fit through, so I could cut out the sections for the inlays. Then I started cutting on the scroll saw. I cut out the walnut inlays on the scroll saw first, which I found out was a mistake once I cut the holes which the inlays actually go in. They didn't fit tight at all, so I went back and traced out the actual holes and tried again. This worked way better and I was able to get a tight fit with the inlays. I then cut out the rest of the fish design so I could get on to gluing. Before gluing, I sanded any rough edges by hand so the inlays would fit better. And once that was done, the glue up was pretty straightforward. I had to use a hammer to tap a couple pieces in, but I was happy how well everything fit together. Once the glue was dry, I sanded it to get any glue and paper off that was still stuck on the wood. Then I drew a straight line with a ruler and cut the tail off the fish. Even though a scroll saw is probably the last tool I would use to cut a straight line, I used it anyway because the blade is way thinner than anything else I have and I wanted to waste as little material as possible. So I just went slow and I cut as straight of a line as I could. Then I glued the body onto the tail using a simple butt joint. No need to get fancy here. I made sure the body was as close to a 90-degree angle as possible so it wouldn't tip. I used a healthy amount of semi-gloss polyurethane to give the stand a nice shine. Finally, I drilled a pilot hole for the hook to thread into to finish off this project. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other DIY projects and subscribe for future projects.